There is no other way I could start the vlog. Bon appetito.
Previously on Lost in Travel. We're still on this wild, interrailing adventure through some of Europe's most stunning and unforgettable destinations. Through the highs and the lows, I've made many unforgettable memories that I will cherish a lifetime. From a glorious sunrise in Paris on day 3 to a breathtaking sunset in Luxembourg on day 43. I've been soaking in everything this beautiful continent has to offer. Last time you saw me, I entered Belgium and explored the extraordinary capital of Brussels, where I ate my body weight in waffles, chips and chocolate, but then burnt it all off with a sunrise mission around the Grand Place. By the way, there is no lie with that name choice. Today the Belgian chapter continues as I head to the Flanders region to explore 2 incredible cities, starting with the tranquil yet historic town of Bruges. You won't want to miss what's coming up.
I don't think there was a better way to start today's vlog. Hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and welcome on here to my next Belgian vlog. I am right here in Bruges and I can't wait to show you everything there is to do here in the Flanders region of Belgium. This is my first day and I'm already in love with this place. Let me show you around.
Well, I just watched my heart break. Somewhere deep inside my chest. Well, I don't recall expecting to have this much.
So last night I ended my walking tour with a wee drink at the bar, which was a very nice way to end the night. Apart from Belgium are big on their beers, and I actually got a contemporary free drink for a Belgian beer. It was called Freedom or something, and if you guys have been following along on my journey for a while, you would probably know, I mean a lot of while, this video was back in 2019? Yeah, 2019. You know I hate beer. I didn't have the same reaction as I did back when I was doing the beer tasting in Aberdeen, but I still kind of had the same feeling when I was drinking it. So we went for the voucher, which is allowing burgers and drinks. I'm not a big beer drinker, so this is why we went for this. I'm going to try it, see how it tastes. Oh, Funk Factory. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, it's awful. But guys, today I've actually left Bruges to go to the rival town. I'm now here in Ghent and I'm already pretty chuffed with how beautiful this town is. Let's go and have a little explore, shall we?
I've learned how to hide inside this dark cafe. Put my headphones on and I stare into space. Wrestling thoughts till they fall into place. And I hope they don't need an escape.
Now we all know where Nessie goes on her holidays. She comes to Ghent. So Ghent is quite a busy city, as it should be on a Saturday, you know. It is the largest university town here in the Flanders region with about over 75,000 students, so you'd expect it to be quite a busy place. But what I do love so much about the city is it's actually quite easy to get away from the crowds. I was like, oh no, I've chosen the wrong day to come in here, but now I'm walking in all the alleyways and I'm actually having a nice peaceful time here. I also really love all of the bigs that are dotted around. It is such an aesthetic, and the aesthetic I was expecting coming here to this part of Belgium. So behind me is Gravensteen Castle, which is one of the most fortified castles in all of Belgium, and it's actually that fortified that it's only ever been under siege once, and this is probably my favourite story here in Ghent. So I'm going to tell you, in 1949 3 students decided to sneak into the castle. I think they had the guard tied up or something. They snuck in and then they started putting signs up basically protesting because beer went up by a franc. You could get beer here in Ghent for 3 francs and they moved the price up to 4. So these students went in and demanded for it to change. Apparently it took hours for police and firefighters to stop the students and arrest them. But every year now, students flock around Gravensteen Castle on the date of the siege, and they all basically just drink beer and have a laugh, and I think that is a tremendous story. I really enjoyed reading about that. Now I should probably probably get on to speaking about one of the best parts of the Flanders region, the canals. The canals are definitely an essential part to Ghent and Bruges, and it's amazing just to walk by the canal and just, it's so lively there, it's just amazing to see. But one of the most funny, well to me it's funny, one of the most funny facts about the canals here and about the rivalry between Bruges and Ghent, because they've invaded each other many times in the medieval times. And one of my favourite stories is Bruges trying to build the canal here to Ghent, make their canal lead into Ghent, but Ghent was a bit persistent, they were not going to let them do that, so they kept on building, and they were just scratching their heads being like, why, I feel like we've been building for days here, why are we making no progress? And it's because in the middle of the night the army of Ghent were actually putting sand back into where they were digging, so they were coming back and be like, I'm sure we dug here, but it's now just, well, ground, it's dirt. And yeah, it's because Ghent was stopping them from making their way over here. But now I think they're besties. I think they do good trade and all that with each other. But back in the day, they had a rivalry that was even bigger than Edinburgh and Glasgow. What I have loved about Ghent compared to some of the other towns I've been on this Interrailing trip is that, apart from it being absolutely mobbed with people, I feel like if I was here centuries ago, it still looked predominantly the same as what it does now. And for me, as a history lover, it does feel definitely like a step back in time being here. I don't really think they've added too much new things to it, kind of just preserved the old stuff, and that is definitely worth coming out here. But guys, don't choose a Saturday, and at least definitely do not choose a Saturday afternoon.
On my way out in the storm, you said there's nobody you wanted more, like I knew you from before, chasing every moment here to your door.
So guys, welcome on back here to Bruges, and I'm going to be ending my final few hours here in Belgium in probably the most Belgian way possible. I'm starting things off right here at a windmill, and you can't get more Belgian than that, right? Anyways, I've just decided I'm just gonna, it's a bit rainy today, and actually I'm quite enjoying it, you know. I've not been around rain in such a long time, so I just feel a little bit of drizzle. It's nice, it's nice. I'm gonna walk around, just gonna take it all in. I really like Bruges. It's a lot more quieter than Ghent, and especially today on a Sunday, it's nice. But I'm going to be heading to the Netherlands, which you can check out in the next video. But for now, let's have a little walk around Bruges and just enjoy my final moments here in this gem of a town.